Hello the internet, it's Ghost here and welcome to another episode of Creative Minecraft, episode 88, let's go! Today we are filling in a giant hole in the ground because it needs something. It really needed something because it was kind of just there and I didn't want to cover it up because it had cool, it was a cool shape, building stuff in it. So the first thing I'm doing is covering the back wall up because I didn't want to fill the entire cave. So yeah, there's more of a cave system that isn't actually used. But honestly, at this point, I fill most of it up as far as I see as I actually need it. Because this bit's kind of near where we're going to do some more builds fairly soon. And I wanted to make sure it was kind of just ready to go. So that when we're actually doing it, we're not thinking about how everything looks with the multiple possible outcomes for the landscape. So yeah, we started by flooding it. And I didn't think logically about the fact it made more sense to just do a load of it from the top of the cave. But, because if I'd thought, I could have done it much quicker. I could have just laid out a completely level piece of wool or something that I would be able to see nice and clearly, then put water on top of that, then just break away the bit underneath. But no, we didn't do that. So, I decided to cut most of the footage. Next up, I built a little amethyst geode in one of the walls and started putting in some coral. I went through and did each colour one at a time. I don't know why you can't see my taskbar in this. That's done something weird with the footage. Oh no, it's cropped off at the base. I don't know why it's done that, and I'm not going to try and fix it. But yeah, I started putting in loads of corals in just different shapes, trying to fill the underwater area a bit, because I knew I was going to put in loads of kelp and stuff, but I wanted to get as much of it filled in as possible. Right, continuing on with the voiceover now that the dog's calmed down. Apologies if you heard my dog barking. Morrison's has decided to block our driveway to do a food delivery next door rather than blocking next door's driveway. I never understand why people do that. It's like, just park in front of the house that you're going to, and you're not walking as far. So what I was saying before was I was adding the different colours of coral, and I went through one colour at a time so I could kind of build it up properly and figure out where there were empty spaces, because I didn't want it to be like all red coral and the occasional bit of blue and yellow and pink coral. I wanted it nice and balanced so it looks pretty, because that's the goal, isn't it, on this Minecraft world? Make it look pretty. That's all I care about. And I just dropped my hairbrush. That needs to go over there. Okay. The one annoying thing is, though, you can't obviously build the coral in beforehand first. So you kind of have to do it and then you deal with the unfortunate consequences. Oh my god! Shut up! The dog's barking more. We're just going to go with it. You then kind of have to fill in the air bubbles that form underneath, which is like super fun and helpful. And then I added grass using bone meal because it was quicker. Also added some kelp. I then had to wait forever to see if it would grow. It doesn't like to grow quickly here, which is mildly annoying. I waited forever. I mean, I left the game running for like 2 hours, and it was a slow process. Then I went in, added glow lichen because we like glowy things because it means you can actually see underwater, and that was like the main goal, to be honest, being able to see. But yeah, then again, you have to put more water in it. That's questionably enjoyable. But if you are enjoying me rambling on and complaining about my dog barking and for talking about the build process of this, do like and subscribe, because we do 2 Minecraft episodes a week. And at some point we might be bringing back a sewing series. I've got to upload there are meant to be monthly vlogs, but I've got behind and forgot to do them. I will eventually, but they'll probably go up as unlisted. But you can find the playlist for 2023 on my channel already, and it's literally just clips compiled to create a snapshot of my month. It's usually like 3 or 4 minutes long. And then going back to the build, I added in the individual corals, so that we had depth and texture. I added just random colours onto the different ones to try and create some level of contrast so it stands out a bit. But then all the kelp kind of grew, and you now can't really see it properly, but it looks nice, as you'll see at the end of the video. This is a long video because I ended up with over an hour and a half of footage. Don't quite know how I did that, but that's an achievement. Normally we're talking try and do 30 to 40 minutes of footage, because that compiles now down quite nicely into about a 5-minute video, because normally 5 minutes of voiceover time is all I can handle. But hey, you get me an extra 3 minutes today. Yeah, so then I started bone mealing all of the kelp up in the hopes it would kind of grow, and then I decided if I keep doing that, it's going to be like too even at the top, and I wanted it to kind of just grow as far as it was willing. So I encouraged some of it, then left the rest. At this point, I did not think to put in sea pickles. I decided to move on to put in axolotls. Turns out axolotls kill glow squid, which means I can't have glow squid in this like I originally wanted. We could, however, have dolphins, but I'm not going to do that because that genuinely seems like a violation of, like, dolphins. Obviously tropical fish, but I haven't put any in there at the minute because it's not like I'm filming footage in it, so I don't want to have loads of spawned in entities that are going to end up lagging my game out, because that wouldn't be fun. To be honest, this probably wasn't the most efficient method of putting axolotls in the water, but hey, we did it anyways. I need to figure out a better system for doing things like this. Previously, when I built the aquarium, apologies if it just got louder, I moved my microphone closer. I kind of built a little box on top of it, then just broke it and let the things drop down. But like, if I could stop the water from flowing down, then they can't go back up, as you'll see these axolotls trying to do. So I tried to encourage them by doing a bit more of a tiered waterfall, so I could just spawn them in quicker, but that inevitably failed, so I got rid of it and just kind of spawned them in the shallows. Let them all swim off and then started spawning the glow squids, only to discover 5 minutes later they were all going to die anyways. Unless they stayed right at the very, very top of the water, at which point they might as well not be there at all. I don't quite get why axolotls kill squids. The squids are much bigger than them. But yeah, finally added the sea pickles, which I hadn't done previously. What is my laptop doing? Oh dear, that's being weird. Realised it was way too dark in another part of the cave, so continued on adding glowing things in the hopes of making it so you could see without needing night vision, because I do want it to be a swimmable area, because that's good, that's helpful. But yeah, that's effectively what I do on these builds when it's kind of a landscapey one, is I kind of just pick out all the blocks I'm using at the start and throw them all together in an order I deem logical. If you like seeing how houses are built by me, go check out my other videos. I will see you all again on Wednesday when we're doing the Taylor Swift village again. We're finally doing Fearless. I've got to go film more footage for that. Goodbye the internet. I hope you have a great day.